your 48 First Alert weather forecast with meteorologist Jeff Desnoyers. 48's Umbrella a Week giveaway is sponsored by Mr. Rooter, your locally owned expert plumbers for over 34 years.
Now, some of you may need an umbrella today because we actually had some rain for parts of the area. Not everybody had rain, but some areas had some pretty heavy rain, including right now in Rainsville, which is fitting, Fife, and down to Fort Payne, where we have a severe thunderstorm warning, mainly for gusty winds, but I imagine there's some small hail and some heavy rain. So you see a scattering of showers across the Tennessee Valley, but this is the strongest cell we have right now. Here's 75. Here's the intersection of 35 for reference. Here's Powell, and here's Rainsville. If you drive down 75, you get to Fife, and this is right on top of Rainsville right now, south of Sylvania, tracking southeast. So if you're going to Fort Payne, for instance, probably some heavy rain along I-59 shortly, and some gusty winds. You have another area of heavy rain in the Albertville area. Then it breaks up. You pick some showers up in Eva, and then that also extends into Hartselle and just south of Hartselle, now towards Vinemont. And then you pick up another area of rain just to the east of Phil Campbell. Notice I keep having to kind of stop and find the next area of rain, which means there's big spaces in between these. So what happens if you're not where the little red and yellow blobs are, you don't have much rain happening at all right now. Therefore, you're dry. And it's been hot up until these storms move through, where many areas were near 90. If you had a storm across the area today, especially in Huntsville when it was pouring here about 3 to 4 o'clock, it cooled the temperatures off and you dropped temporarily back into the 70s. Now those areas that have come to the end with the rain are starting to warm right back up again, and the temperatures across the board are still in the 80s and near 90 degrees. But you see some 70s mixed in where we had some storms. So some rain cooled air out there with some of the thunderstorm activity. Why the rainfall has been so heavy? A lot of dew points out there like that high up into the 60s. So you get a little humidity in there. We haven't had that in the last couple of days. So anytime you trigger a shower or storm, it can instantly pour, and that's what it did today. Any kind of showers and storms that we have out there now, they will quickly come to an end. It's almost like we get to the 7 o'clock hour and you turn a switch off and bam, storms are done. No problem, no. Go into the night, dry. Temperatures 70s, 60s by the time you wake up tomorrow, and overall a pretty quiet forecast for much of the area as we go into the day on Thursday, albeit though it will be hot again. Temperatures by noon will get up into the 80s to near 90, and then late in the day we'll pop some low 90s. A slight chance of a shower south of the river, but we're going to keep it out of the forecast. I think it's so minimal that many will just stay dry. Friday will stay dry, but hot. Look at that, low to mid 90s, 60s at night, and then track a few showers on Saturday. They'll be very hit or miss. I wouldn't cancel your outdoor plans right now, but what I would be prepared for on Saturday is some hot temperatures once again. It's still summer till Monday, and it will feel like it this weekend with temperatures not only near 90 degrees on Saturday, but as we go into Sunday in the second half of the weekend, just as hot, slight chance of a shower. Some change comes next week though. Fall not only arrives on Monday, but it will feel a little fall-like by the middle of the week with temperatures in the low to mid 80s. You're watching 48 News at 5. We'll be right back after this quick break.